President Ruto is a very smart man, and the real danger for the world is when smart men begin to use their brains to target and oppress others, which is exactly what Ruto is currently doing. And as such, in this video I want us to highlight some of the tactics that President Ruto is actively deploying to punish his perceived enemies. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1, Oburu and other like-minded ODM members launched what they call Linda Ground Movement. Okech Sala also created Linda Comrades. And finally, Sifuna and Babu'S created their own version, which is Linda Mwananchi. But guess what? Of all those three, Ruto has dispatched a surrogate to register Linda Mwananchi as a political party. And it was meant to be done right under the noses of Babu'S and Edwin Sifuna. In fact, just have a look at this article to put things into context. And I quote, the header reads, Edwin Sifuna, Babu'S warn against misleading Linda Mwananchi registration onto the body. In a joint submission to the Registrar of Political Parties through their legal representative, the leaders, including Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna and Embakasi East MP Babu'S, objected to the proposed registration of the faction as a political party, clarifying that the mover of the registration is not affiliated with their political movement. The leaders said they have no links whatsoever to the Linda Mwananchi party and warned the registrar against its registration under what they described as misleading associations. In their submission, the politicians argued that allowing the party to proceed with registration could create confusion among supporters and the general public and would also lead to fraudulent conduct against the public. This is an article by Joseph Ogungo on Wednesday, 4th March 2026 on kenyans.co.ke. It's a good thing Babu'S and Sifuna are both lawyers, and they're also both aware of this underhanded hostile takeover, and they're handling the situation. If this happened without their knowledge, what would happen is they would wake up and have a trademark issue. Someone will take them to court to bar them from using the Linda Mwananchi slogan, or to even sue them for compensation. So that's one tactic which was used by Kasongo recently. Tactic number 2, Ruto has also decided to dispatch Jalas to contest against Sifuna. You see, even in a recent rally, the president decided to introduce Jalango as the senator of Nairobi. Can you believe it when there's an actual senator? Just listening to this.
Senator wetu wa Nairobi. Vijana tuko hapo. Rais, asante sana kwa kufika huku. Hii mtani yako saa hii. Hii ni mara ya pili tumetembea hapa na kila wakati ukifika ni maendeleo. Asante sana kwa kazi ambayo unafanya Nairobi. Tunatembea na wewe mpaka dakika ya mwisho. Hawa ni watu tayari wameamua. Nipatie tutamia rais, tutamia rais, tutamia rais. Asante sana. Mungu awabariki.
That soundbite in and of itself confirms that his story as senator, it doesn't emanate from Jalango himself. It is President Ruto who is pushing Jalango to go and campaign for senator with the goal of punishing Sifuna by booting him out of that seat. This guy is a schemer, night and day. Unaunda slogan mzuri, anaenda kuiregister kaa chama ili usiitumie tena. He realizes you are holding a certain elective position, he sends an opposer who is funded by the state. That's why I say clever people are dangerous when they use their minds for the wrong things. Number 3, knowing full well that Sifuna is the senator of Nairobi and that Wamatangi is the governor of Kiambu, Ruto has decided to break all the kiosks in Roysambu, knowing very well Roysambu is a border town between Kiambu and Nairobi, so that the blame befalls Wamatangi and Sifuna, two people he'd like to see going home with immediate effect. Just have a look at these demolitions which took place at 3 a.m. in the night.
Everything I have to work for, everything I have to strive for, everything is gone. Hata wangetupea notice, wangetuambia tutoe, mimi ningetoa vitu zangu.
Hapa ni Roysambu TRM. Washafika. Maji wamebomolewa saa hizi kila saa hizi na ni usiku bana. Wamedomrusi kila mahali. Naona. Roysambu nao, Roysambu, hii ni Roysambu TRM. Hii ni Rumuba Drive. Makala wamebomolewa hapa saa hizi, unaona? Wamebomoa saa hizi, unaona wanabomoa ndio tractor pale.
And if there's one thing I've learnt about President Ruto, he will never attack anybody or focus his resources on anybody who is not a legitimate threat. When Matiang'i tried to play politics early in this administration, he was arrested, arraigned in court, his home was broken into, they brought charges against him and so on and so forth because he was a legitimate threat to Ruto's existence. It's just now that they've made peace with him being a candidate. I suspect though it's because he has no party. Someone without a political vehicle is not really headed to any destination. Also look at Gachagua. They attacked him in each and every function, and in fact they almost killed him in Limuru. They tear-gassed him in a church along with other kids, all because there was a legitimate threat that he could overturn his impeachment. But now that the court cases are not looking like they're going the way Gachagua would want them to go, no more attacks suddenly. Or now Sifuna has sprung up. He's doing a rally in Kitengela, a rally in Bungoma, a rally in Busia. All of them are successful. So now what do? They start attacking the brand he's using, Linda Mwananchi. They send a bandia alternative for the people of Nairobi to vote for and so on and so forth. He's demolishing things in a border town so that he can get Wamatangi blamed for this and get Sifuna blamed for this on the other side. The guy is dangerous, he is petty, and he needs to be removed from office. We need leaders who focus on progressive ideologies and agendas. Si kupanga vile utaharibia mtu, we panga vile utatengenezea mwananchi. Mambo ya kuharibu is counterproductive if you ask me. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruto for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
If you're here for the first time, please go and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for Mzitowafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.